The problem with overly identifying as one faction in any given conflict is that there are good and bad people within every faction of every conflict. Obviously, to an extent, we all belong to one faction or another, and that's just part of how human beings resolve their conflicts between each other. We form groups and we form factions and we fight each other. And that's the way it's always been. And hopefully we can change that, alter that in the future. But for the time being, at least, factionalization is just the default mode of conflict resolution among human beings. And so it's everyone, to an extent, or almost everyone, identifies as a member of some faction on some level, whether it's explicit identification or just a more basal identification that isn't necessarily consciously expressed, but is just held subconsciously. The problem lies in letting one's factional identity become all that defines one. Believing one's faction, one's group to be perfect and to be beyond reproach and never worthy of any criticism. Because if we do that, then we're losing sight of common sense and sanity, which is to say that no faction is perfect, no group is perfect. Every group is made up of peoples, made up of individuals, and there are good and bad people everywhere, in every group, in every faction, in every movement, every category of people. There's good and bad. If we identify too much with our faction, if we allow ourselves to delude ourselves into thinking that the group we identify with is perfect and beyond reproach, then we will simply lose all common sense. We will risk endangering ourselves because we will ignore the fact that it is far more important to find the good people in life. It is far more important to understand who the good people are of any description and join with them to find the good people who treat us decently and ally with them, unite with them.